Who is ready to see a Ryobi 12-inch slider saw unboxed? Right here. Well, folks, welcome back to the Rockin' C Homestead. My name is Lance. I want to welcome you to our channel. And part of the homestead is getting tools and using them here. So we're going to use this on multiple different applications here on the homestead. We have a couple projects coming up. We want to build a deck at some point this next fall. We have maybe a greenhouse to build. And of course, we're going to build some more of those little planter boxes everybody loves. And one of the things that we needed was something to cut a little bit finer and a little bit straighter and a little bit more accurate all the time. And since I'm not a carpenter at all, this is going to help me out get better cuts. But what it is, this is going to be an unboxing for the Ryobi 12-inch slider miter saw. And let's get going. All right, so what comes in the box itself, we're going to find that out. But what it should include, of course, is the miter saw. It's going to include a little dust bag that you fit on the back to collect some of the dust or some of the sawdust that happens. It comes with a 12-inch 40-teeth blade. We also got a 12-inch 100-teeth blade for finer cuts and smoother cuts. And we'll probably put that on since the first project we're going to do, we need a little finer cuts on it. It comes with a couple extenders for the base of the unit, and then a little device that sits on it and it clamps down the piece of wood that you're trying to cut. And that's what should all come in. Let's see if it actually is true and see what it looks like. So once we got the box open, there's a huge piece of styrofoam here. See if I can get it out. And in that is embedded some stuff. So good stuff here. So here's the little dust catcher. Here are the side rails that will go on the side of it to hold up your board. Instruction manual. Who needs that? Well, actually, I will need that. No, you should always keep these and read them thoroughly. If nothing else, just for safety. And here's the little clamp device. We'll open that up here in a second. What else is in here? I think that's it. All right, that is it. So when you look in, number one, it's very shiny, which is always cool. As Marcy was saying, it's like a kid in a candy store in here. So it looks like everything is installed, attached, other than the little devices that we had out there. So I'm going to try to lift this off and put it on the table, and we can take the box and put it aside here. So they had it really packaged really well. It was securely in there. It's hard to get out, even with two people. It kind of was suctioning down. But everything's kind of locked down. They got it zip tied here. So I'm going to come over and cut the zip tie. There we go. Figure out how to get that off without breaking it. Oh, I bet it slides back. Look at that. It slides. How about that? So like I was saying, everything is really installed. The blade guard switches down. Just seeing how everything moves here. Moves really well. So I'm going to put on the little attachments, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of give you a little quick overview. All right, so we got it all set up. We got the little feeder arms or whatever you want to call them. It's where they can kind of have a board rest on it. We got the little, if you need to clamp that down and let it rest, it holds this in place. As you can see, it's not gonna, I mean, it moves a little bit there, but it's not coming out over here. And I haven't mentioned this before, but there is a laser feature. So you just click on this and you see down here, there's a line where when you start cutting, it should be right on that line. And I heard there may be some adjustments that may need to be made for all of that stuff, make sure everything's square. But we're just gonna do a test cut here just to see how it works. Nice, smooth, clean cut. Looks square to me. So one of the really good things about a miter saw is if you have to make a miter cut. And so what that means if you have to turn it, and I don't have this tied down, but if you have to do like a 45 side cut to it, this is all ready to go. It's at a 45-degree angle. You mark where you need to cut. And you have a great 45 cut there. Now this has a little button you push in and makes it, and it disengages it. And then it stops on all the big, where typically people will cut things like 31 and a sixth, 22.5, 15, and now you're back at 0. It's going to be a straight flush cut. And it also does that on the opposite side going around this way, so if you need to do another cut, you can do that. The other thing this does, this is, I think, a single bevel. So right over here, there's a little, you just loosen that up, and then you can even cut it. Let's say we're going to cut at a 30-degree angle. There's a little measuring little sticker here that shows you you're at 30 degrees. So now when you cut, you have a nice bevel cut for that. So if you have to do crown molding or things like that where you have to do little different cuts that you would maybe not normally do on a framing job, this will do all of them. And then you just put it back to 0, tighten that down, and you're good to go. So I tell you, straight out of the box, I think it was packaged well. It feels like it's made well. Definitely needs something to, needs to be on a different surface than this. This is actually probably going to live over here on my workbench for now. At some point, we're going to get one of those portable stands for it. So when we're doing projects out on the homestead, we can take it out there. But for now, it's just this, and I think it's going to be great. I just can't wait to play with it a little bit more. So, hey, thanks for coming back. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully you found this helpful. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And of course, ring that bell. And hey, if you haven't followed us on Facebook or Instagram, those links will be down below. We appreciate you guys coming back. And from our homestead to yours, have a blessed day. And we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.